How's it going, guys? I don't normally do videos like this, but the new April 1st ban list is out, and I just wanted to do a small discussion video over it. Let's go ahead and start things off with the new banned cards. Morphing Jar. I'm not quite sure why they actually hit Morphing Jar, or banned it. I know apparently they just hate Dark Worlds, because that's the only deck that I can see it being good in. Other than that, I don't know. Don't really care. Morphing Jar number 2 just instantly got banned. I'm pretty sure that's because of the new Jackpot 7 card coming out. There's like an OTK with that card that just gonna break it. So I'm pretty sure that's why they did that. So yeah, those are the only two banned cards. One, don't really care. The other one makes a lot of sense for the new card coming out, I think in Primal Origin. But honestly, I don't think they needed to ban Morphing Jar unless there's new stuff coming out for it that I'm unaware of. But you know, they did, so whatever. To the limited cards, Coach Soldier Wolfbark. Now, honestly, limiting that to 1, I don't think is gonna hurt the deck like that bad at all. Like, if they wanted to actually hurt the deck, not only should they have limited that to 1, but I think they should have hit Tanky as well, because now they have 3 Tankies plus the Wolfbark, and nowadays they're running Call of the Haunted anyway. So, I mean, honestly, I still think that Fire Fists are going to be the best deck. They're going to be a force to be reckoned with, and pretty much 1 Wolfbark isn't going to hurt. They're just going to run Call of the Haunted and bring it right back. Plus, search it with 3 Tankies, because that's a thing. Also, the next limited card was Mermail Abyss Gun. Now, if you watched my previous video on my Mermail experience at the Louisville Regional, I hate that deck. I hate the deck with fiery passion. Only because it shit all over me all day. Opening up 3 guns was terrible. So, I don't think limiting gun to 1 is going to hurt the deck. I think it's going to just see a new play style that doesn't quite revolve around the gunplay, maybe more old style. Other than that, I think Mermails are still going to be just as strong, if not stronger. The only problem I see with gun going away without the level 4 spam is I think people will play more Megalos. Again, go back to that version, which gets shit on by Crimson Blader and Evil Swarms. But, I don't know, I might be wrong. So, that's what I think Mermails are going to do. The next one that is limited, Rekindling. Now, I'm going to try and put all salt aside, because Lavels was my shit. Laval Quasar was my deck. Now, I don't know why they decided to hit Rekindling, and I'll be the first one to admit it is a very broken card. But it didn't do anything. How many Laval decks did you see topping? Not many. How many Fire King decks did you see topping that played more than 1 anyway? Not many. I just don't understand why Rekindling got hit. I have no idea why. So I'm sorry. As you can just sense the salt just radiating off of me right now. But yeah, I do not agree with but limiting Rekindling at all. I think that it should still be at 3. Now, if it was just like raping the format, you know, just topping this, topping that, then yeah, limit it to 1 because it's broken and it would prove that it was broken. But the fact that it pretty much destroys the deck, I mean, they hurt Lavels more than they hurt Fire Fists and Mermails. And I'm just thinking in my mind, why? Like, they didn't touch Geargias, they didn't touch Harpies, but they hit Lavels? What? But yeah, the deck that they hurt the worst with this list was Lavels. Like, there's no doubt about it. They just hurt it. So I don't know why, but alright. I'm just going to move on before I keep repeating myself of how salty I am about Rekindling getting limited to 1. I'll find a way to make it still good, though. I will. Mark my words. Anyway, the next card. Oh yeah, Infernity Barrier limited to 1. Now, I have the same opinion on Infernity Barrier as I do Rekindling. However, less salt because I don't really care for Infinities all that much. But, and I know Infinities have actually had more tops than Lavels, but at the same time, how often do they top? Not very often. Now, limiting their Infernity Barrier to 1 doesn't hurt the deck as bad as limiting Rekindling to 1, but it's still playable. They're just going to have to play breaks instead, which makes up for it. It's still going to be a really good deck. However, I feel it was unnecessary to drop it to 1 just because of the fact, yes, it is a broken card. It makes that deck pretty much, if they go off turn 1, you're, shit out of luck. But they're just not good enough. They're not topping enough to need that hit right now. I don't understand it. It's the same for Rekindling, those 2 cards, they got limited to 1. I just don't understand why. When you have Fire Fists raping the format, who got a card limited that didn't really hurt him at all, and Mermails, who got a card limited that didn't really hurt him at all, and Girgias, who didn't get hit, period, and Harpies, who didn't get hit, period. I don't know. Whatever. I guess maybe I'm missing something. I don't know. Anyway, let's move on. Semi-limited stuff. Now, the semi-limited stuff I thought was kind of weird. Necroface. I'm not really sure why Necroface. Now, I'm trying to make sense of this. Maybe because nobody played it anyway. I don't know what deck it would actually be good in. I'm not sure how it would work against the Jackpot 7 cards. That'd be really weird to pull off. Maybe like I don't know if even a creature swap would work with Necroface. I'm not really sure exactly what the wording is on it, but I don't know. I don't think it'll see much play anyway, even at 2. Maybe someone will find a way to break it and empty jar and all that stuff. Well, no. They can't empty jar because Morphing Jar got banned. Huh. Oh, yeah, Necroface, whatevs. Heretic Seal of Convocation. Now, Heretics have seen their tops here and there. I don't think limiting it to 2 is really going to do anything to the deck, at all, because I just don't. It's been at 2 for the longest time previously, and the deck still did good. It didn't really hurt the deck. I don't feel as though the deck was doing good enough for that hit. But, like I said, I'm pretty sure that Konami didn't really know what to do. They're like, oh man, what do we ban? Let's just pick some shit and put it on a list and watch people bitch about it. Pretty sure that's what they did. But yeah, Heretic Seal could have stayed at 3 in my opinion. I mean, it's a good deck when it goes off, but I don't know. I still don't think it'll hurt it. I still think that they'll probably just find a card to replace it that'll make it even more better. Even more better. Yeah, that makes sense. Those are the only semi-limited. The unlimiteds, Magical Stone. Now, that card didn't see any play anyway. That is one card that I did play in Lavels for a while to get their Kindling back. And I'll probably be playing it again now that I only have 1. So I'll have to get that back somehow. So I like that that's at 3, even though I won't play it at 3. Probably play it at 1 or 2. Just because I think Magician of Faith is going to be too slow to play in that deck to get it back. And also Primal Seed went to 3. Now, nobody played Primal Seed anyway. With BLS being at 1, I just don't see Primal Seed at 3 doing anything. And they probably were just like, whatever. We need a card to put on this list at Unlimited, so let's pick Primal Seed. I think that's what they did with most of this whole list. Anyway, this list to me, I don't think is going to shift the format at all. I think the format is going to stay exactly the same with the exact same deck's topic. And basically, yeah, I don't see this deck hurting anything except for decks that weren't actually topping anyway. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. I tried to keep as much salt out of this video as I could, but I let a little slide in there. But anyway, let me know what you guys think down in the comments, and catch you guys later.